Alrighty guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to uninstall or fix or diagnose your secondary air injection system. So many of you know or don't know, but BMWs come with this secondary air injection system, it's called. And basically what it does is it injects cold air into the manifold, intake manifold on startup, so to regulate emissions and stuff like that. So I am on a 1997 e36 M3. And I do have the S52, the 3.2 liter inline six. So I'll be showing you how to take that off and kind of what you're gonna need. So right now, first you're gonna need a tiny screwdriver like this. So basically, there's a connector here. To take that off, you squeeze like this and it'll pop off. And then there's this connector that goes to this right here. So I'm gonna put this back on and I'm just gonna take this whole thing off so that I can get that out of the way, because there's some bolts down here that you need to access. There's one there, and I think there's one there, and there should be another one down there somewhere. So I'm gonna take that off, and I'll get back to you guys. Alrighty, so I did have to move this out of the way, which is just, it is two 11mm bolts, one right here, one back here. So I already took those out. This is just a battery jump start spot, so if you wanted to jump the battery, you don't have to go all the way to the back. As you know, Beamers have the battery in the back, so this is just connect your red and then your black to a ground, something like bare metal. Like, I don't think there's any bare metal in here, but you connect it to bare metal and you can jump it from the front and not the back. So I just have to move that out of the way to access this. So after I unscrewed this module right here, I ended up finding the cap for my positive battery terminal. So let's go. It's awesome right there. Now I'm gonna take this out and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I went ahead, pulled that off, disconnected everything. There's one connector that goes to here. There's a zip tie that holds this bundle into here. You just cut that zip tie, pull this bundle out, undo that, and then this I just pulled off for easier accessibility. It goes right there, clicks in, you just pull it out with this thing right here. So now go ahead and take your secondary air injection pump, pull that out of the car. Now we're gonna open this up to see if it is damaged on the inside and what's going on with it. So you can open the bottom where this connector is, and you can look in here. The spring looks brand new, so that doesn't look like there's any corrosion in there. So we're gonna close that back up. Just gotta press it on, make sure these tabs line up. So that's how you pop it off. You pull this tab off, and we're gonna check this connector for corrosion. Doesn't look like there's any on that one. So you're gonna come over here. You're gonna check this connector for corrosion. Doesn't look like there's no corrosion on that one. Maybe a little bit, but that's not too bad for a pretty old car. That's what that looks like in there. So what you're gonna wanna do is, in order to open this, there's a couple of tabs. There's a tab there, tab here, tab here. You're gonna wanna press those in and pull this off to access that filter in there. So once you pop that off, you wanna look in here, look inside there, look inside here. And if there's any water in that system or in here, then it's safe to assume that this is damaged. So it doesn't look like there's any issues with my pump. So our next course of action would be this valve down here. If that's stuck closed or stuck open, then it'll also cause the fault light to go on. So next we're gonna put that back in the car and we're gonna take this apart, see what's going on there. So while I have this pulled out, I don't know if you can see, but it's very dusty and debris in there. So I'm gonna take my vacuum. I'm gonna vacuum that out. So I went ahead, put the pump kind of back. I haven't screwed anything back in yet. Now I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna take that out, check it, make sure everything's good. If it's not, then I'm gonna have to go order this new part right here and install it, and that should hopefully fix my check engine. Alrighty, so mine had a cap on it. I took that off, and in order to take it out, there's one 10 mil down right there, and there's one on the other side over here somewhere, and then there's this hose clamp right here. So I'm gonna go ahead, take that off, and show you guys. Went ahead, pull that hose off now, and I just lost the hose clamp to the abyss. Nice. I haven't lost my 10 mil yet though, so that's good. Alrighty, so I'm gonna take that off, show you guys. In order to reach that 10 mil down there, you're gonna need an extension on your socket. So make sure you have one of these. Once you've unscrewed those, you can pull this off right here. Now you can check your valve. So you check, if you can see in there, right there, that's that valve right there. You can see the valve. Mine doesn't look like it's corroded or anything, so it shouldn't be stuck. Look in this side, there's a little bit of carbon buildup. So I'm gonna hit this with some WD-40 on the inside, see if, in case it's stuck, you loosen everything up. And put it back on the car and see if it changes anything. So I will be using WD-40. This video is not sponsored by them, but if WD-40, if you're watching this video and you feel like sponsoring me, heck yeah, reach out. But this is not sponsored by WD-40. So I'm gonna hit this with some WD-40 and let it sit for a little bit. And we're gonna throw it back in the car, see if that makes a difference on my check engine light when I check the codes. But yeah, so for throwing this back on the car, you just follow the same process from start to finish, but backwards. You put the 10 mils back on, put the hoses back on, and yeah, you're good to go. That's how you take this off, diagnose it, and if this is bad, you can go online and order them. I have seen the replacements at ECS Tuning. They do have them there, so they're a little bit hard to find though, so just go ahead, look for that on ECS Tuning. I'm not sponsored by ECS Tuning either, but if you guys do want to sponsor me, send me some parts. I'll review them, put them on the car, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching me tear apart this Beamer. Give me a like, a subscribe possibly, and see you guys next time.